Right, the VAS trial. What can I say about this? Well, let's start off with 75% of women suffered severe pain. And Mary O'Connor actually quotes 30% that she co-authored with Justin T. Clarke. So why is she saying 30% when they say 25? Well, because 5% withdrew from the trial because they tried to swap speculum versus radioscopic. So obviously distressed, no thank you, and Mary O'Connor clearly says that it was 30. Plus also, anyone that quotes mean pain scores is purposely being deceitful, purposely being dishonest, purposely being misleading. It is not okay to quote mean pain scores because they are totally irrelevant. Because you can have, if the mean pain score, if the highest pain score was 5, that would be, as long as they were 1, that would be acceptable to most women. But if the mean pain score was 5, but you were having 50% were having 10s and 50% were having noughts, then that's not acceptable. So mean pain scores are dishonest. Plus, they say it was significantly less. No, it was 0.4 of a VAS pain score. Voltarol, when given, is a whole VAS score removal. This is meaningless. And it also has to be said, I'm a little concerned with you not wanting to do cervical blocks for Mayo Show, or in this case Birmingham TrueClear, because most hospitals in the UK, apart from Birmingham, give cervical blocks. When they did a survey, and the reason theirs was actually more accurate was because they actually sent the survey months down the road rather than just after. So they got a truer picture, because the problem with this is, yes, they were given a mini iPad and they were given it in private. However, it was just after the procedure, which is why I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, 10% didn't get filled in, is because those, well, it doesn't matter whether it's what percentage it is, those percentages that don't fill them in are because they're either having a vasculovagal attack, or they are vomiting, or they are sick, or they are severely in pain and they just want to get out of there. It is not okay to leave those out. You say, well, it's not possible. Well, the Vista trial at Wimps Hospital at Bart's Trust got all theirs in. Every single one, they had theirs in. I'm not quite sure how they did this, but they had all theirs in. And they got 40% had severe pain over a VAS score of 7, and 75% without the vocal local. That's why I believe theirs to be quite accurate, and I don't believe this to be completely. And even then, even the published figure, 25%, sorry, 25% with severe pain over a VAS score of 7 is horrendous. This is not something you should be encouraging or proud of. This is disgusting. This leads to women refusing to go again. I will link stories in for Birmingham's Women's Hospital, but time permits and might struggle to find the links and add it on. But the campaign against pay for hysteroscopy also links to a few of their stories from Birmingham, that they have horrific times. They are not giving the choice. I don't understand. You say on Ontario that you have sedation available, you have pain relief available, so if it's painful you can immediately, don't call this that office. That is not office hysteroscopy. Just because it's not done in the theatre doesn't mean it's not office. You can do things that we can't in the UK. We cannot most hospitals can't even have gas and air because there's no on-trading airways. You can do things. When someone suffers severe pain, that's it. They are forced to endure it. I actually know a gynaecologist, which I won't name, in Canada that refused to do a myosure and insisted that it was done on the GA. There are gynecologists in Canada, and they are not old-fashioned because I've seen this put against them. They will not do this outpatient because they know women suffer from it. And oddly enough, the campaign doesn't want outpatient stopped, but they want women to be warned and actually to have options of pain relief that aren't paracetamol or a GA. There are options in between, yet you aren't emphasising this or pushing this or explaining this. Justin T. Clark has not been a positive influence. He has expertise in this, but he has not been a positive influence. He said that 96% can be done through outpatient. That is simply not true. It is simply not true. He has not been honest at the percentage of women that have severe pain. And I know women personally that say they will not go again because of the experience they have. Or you say, well, we short of gynecologists, we short of anaesthetists. Well, you can get nurse-trained anaesthetists. We can't. There's no money for it. Well, there's always money for stuff. Look at the COVID, look at what's going on. There's always money. You just have to shout loud enough and demand that it gets funded correctly. As for operative, I've seen pain scores for myosure, and 25% are scraped off the ceiling. Absolutely horrific. That's the issue. If you do this without anaesthesia, the moral failure rate is 20 to 25%. If you're not stopping those sort of percentages in what I would classify as UK outpatient hysteroscopy, then you're not stopping enough. You are torturing women, and even if they are willing to go again, they will leave it dangerously late. Dangerously late. And who am I? I am no one. But there's a lot of nobodies that have got a voice, thanks to the modern age of the internet. I am nobody, but we won't be quiet. This is not a positive direction. You can say this is okay and then have the facilities to do a humane rescue with sedation or whatever, but why aren't you making clear that this is not what we're doing in the UK? And this is, can you actually speak up and do something positive? And that would be how we're doing it in the UK is not acceptable. How much proof do you want? I can get you thousands of stories. I can get you thousands of testimonies. If you look on Twitter, you will find many testimonies saying, I've had the worst personal experience possible. It felt like sexual assault. I'll leave it at that, but tell me, what proof do you need that this is not a positive road to go down? I will get you any proof you want. Thanks, bye.